Hey everyone, and welcome to my 12th Patreon funded how-to video. This month I'm going to finish off our crochet cabling series with what's called a crochet under-cross. Now what we did last week was to create this piece of fabric here, and it's an absolutely beautiful piece of fabric. It's got a lovely texture to it, and I absolutely love the lattice work you get on it from the simple cross we did last month, but it's got one small flaw to it that means it's not actually cable work yet. And you can see there that all the diagonals that come up towards this corner here are all on top, and all the diagonals that go up towards this corner here are all completely submerged underneath the other ones. So that's more of a lattice really than it is a piece of cabling. There's no weaving to the texture of the fabric itself. So what we're going to do this month is create this piece here, and you can see the difference if you look through it. If you follow any one of those pieces of crochet relief there, you will see that it goes under and over and under and over the whole way through the fabric itself. So that's a proper piece of crochet cable work here, and that's what we're going to produce on this piece that I have here. So what I have done already here is working on what we had from last month, same piece, so you can work on if you still have it handy. I have got my row of double crochets complete, and I'm about to work into a row of cable work on top of that. So I'm going to pop my hook in, right side around, create my turning chain at the start of the row, and do my double crochet into the first available stitch space. That's usual, that's normal there. So what I'm going to do now is do my first straight into the first relief space there, like so. And my double crochet into the first double. If this all seems a bit fast, try last month's video and the month before if you do need a bit of a recap on that before we carry on. Now on this here, I'm going to create an under-cross stitch, and it works exactly the same at the start as a simple cross. I'm going to carry on as if I'm doing a simple cross, as in from last month's video. So I'm going to go into the next available stitch space along. So I've skipped one, I'm into the next one, and I'm going to use a double treble in there to create my first leg of the cross. Double into the fabric on top as usual, and this is where it changes a little bit, because ordinarily what I would be doing, I'll be stretching over here to pick up this piece here, and what that will do is it will create the other side of this particular cross, but it'll be no different from the ones underneath. We'll still be getting our diagonals on top on this side here. So instead what I'm actually going to do here is dig underneath the cross I've just finished, that diagonal there I've just created. I'm going to dig underneath that with my hook into the base that I'm looking to go through, and then I'm going to take this diagonal here that I've just completed, pull it up, over and off the hook, almost like it's just a yarn over you're pulling off. And what that does is it pulls it out of the way of the fabric you want to create, giving you, it's a little cramped, but you've got enough space there now to actually create the double treble that you need to do. So we're going to yarn over through the work itself and yarn over through two the whole way back up. And once you get up, you can wiggle your work, and you will realise that the diagonal you've just completed, instead of being on top of your work, is actually gone underneath. So you have created a cross underneath, like so, and that will actually create the weave that you're looking for. You'll see that this one goes over, this one goes under there. So we finished it off with our double crochet on the opposite side, and we'll do one more into the next set of stitches because I've got another one I can do here. So I'll repeat the process one more time. So the first line, the first diagonal is as usual, just pick the second space along to actually work your double treble into. Then you work your double crochet into the space on top. And then we do our yarn overs again, and we dig underneath the diagonal you've just created and into the space you're aiming for there, just like that. Then the diagonal you've just created, you take that and you pull it, leapfrog it up, over and off the hook. So pull it up, over and off, leaving you just with your yarn overs and the stitch that you're actually working into there. So yarn over just through that space, and then yarn over through two the whole way back up. And that'll give you another set of crosses going in the correct direction for your cable work to work. So give that a go, please do. I know it seems a little bit tricky, but it is definitely worth the effort to do because it gives you a whole new level that you can actually add into your cable work. And it is quite a common technique to be able to, in a lot of work, so it's good to be able to do it. So I hope you do give it a go, and if you do let me know in either the comments below this video or over on my Patreon page. Thanks a million for watching. Cheers.